Oh, he just got missed. Sometimes I come in here and the guys are on the tracks and they get flung way up the sky and it's hilarious. But I just missed it this time. So, welcome to my post-game Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And with TDR, I had another one of those kind of hard time deciding. So I decided to bring 3. The Blockhead with a Jacob's grip, vertical grip prefix. And I went over that in a video that I will link to here. The video I should have posted before this video, but I may screw up and post these in the wrong order. The gentle Octo, also same Jacob's grip, vertical stock, Hyperion stock, vertical grip, Jacob's grip. And the Omen, also Jacob's grip, if you can kind of see under the E-Tech barrel. Hyperion stock, you cannot get a vertical grip on this, oddly enough. So I went with the basic, and the other one I considered was the new and improved. The new and improved has more damage, but you can see it's pretty slight there. And although that fire rate's not going to matter much, between the fire rate and the reload over the slight damage, I went with the fire rate and reload. I thought that would be slightly better. I think the mag size is the same as well. Yeah. So that is the Omen I went with. And I have my typical build, my typical setup, Firebone. And I am going to go shotgun some fools. These guys here look like a good target. As you can see, the Blockhead has no troubles with these guys. Alright, I've got a ton of red dots. So that was 3 shots there. And I could have just not put those on right. Where is the Octo? But these TDR shotguns work different. Now you can kind of see there the Octo does not have the same kind of hitting power as these ones. Especially the Blockhead there. You just see how crazy powerful the Blockhead is. So I'm not going to be using the Octo too much. It's going to be mainly a comparison between the Omen and the Blockhead. So I'll put my Omen in my lower slot here. You can see there the Omen has no issues putting him down. But I had to get the distance right, and with him it was not. I think I was also putting some of those in the stairs, so that was a bad use of the Omen there. So I think the Blockhead generally, I hate that with TDRs. See if I can beat the train here. Yep. The Blockhead just generally works better because you don't. There, I did it again. I'm gonna be such ammo troubles in this video. Let's hope these guys are generous. Let's get them all spawned up here to get some danger. See there, no need for slag. Although he's a little far there, but I was still able to take him out. So that was good. The straight firing pattern, or the set firing pattern of this, does pretty well. Although Maya doesn't really do much special with the reloads, I should point out. She's kind of a bad chucking character. So I don't think the reloads get a Reaper. And there's another premature reload. You can tell I reload prematurely with my weapons most of the time. That's why I'm not a huge TDR fan. Although that chain reaction didn't do a lot of damage there, it was kind of nice to see in action. So I'm not going to reload. I'm not going to reload. Definitely not going to reload. I didn't reload. But yeah, the damage on this thing is just absolutely killer. I should go back to the Omen for a little bit, see if I can do a little bit better job of that. Not that I was doing terrible. Oh, I got kind of the hiccups there. Yeah, it just takes more shots. And I don't know if I should say like that's disappointing because it doesn't typically do as well as the Blockhead, but because it's, you know, it is a higher rarity. But the Blockhead is just so good, I don't want to hold that against it. Like there, I couldn't take him out in a single phase lock. And I think I was getting the spacing that all wrong. Come on, go down. Wow, he picked up a lot of gear. And none of them shotguns. So before I move on, I'm just going to get rid of that because I can't stand sitting there with just one in the magazine. It drives me nuts. But I think some of this also backs up why I picked the Jacobs and why I think that was the right choice as a grip. Because, you know, I was running a little low on ammo there, and the fewer the shots, the better with these things. You don't want to waste ammo. God, scavengers are dumb. Like, he should be dead, so maybe that wasn't the Omen's fault, maybe just the stupid hitboxes on them when they just say, I'm not going to take damage. And hey, another scavenger. Let's see who this guy is. And I was hoping to get some cool chain reaction there, but that guy decided to kind of go back where he belonged. And there, a nice reload kill. And it's another scavenger. These guys are everywhere. See, that one just instantly died. And it's weird, these backpacks are usually their dead zones, but it seems like when I shoot them in the front is when they don't take damage. Those guys can be aggravating. And there's another one. So let's see if I can go around to his back here. So he went down pretty good. So that was solid. I was able to get someone crit there. The spread right. No, did not want to get blown up by him. Get some life tap going there. Yeah, it does look like the pellets are moving through them with the pseudo bore, but it's a little hard to tell. But yeah, as cool as the Omen is, the Omen just doesn't do that. I kind of pulled him out oddly. Oh, come on. Yes, dot kill. Sometimes you just gotta have faith in the dots. See what we got up here. Ah, I did it again. I do not love TDR guns. So that was damn good. 3 guys in 1 phase lock duration. Alright, come on forward, buddy. Wonder where that chain reaction went. You can see 1 pellet floating around there a little bit late. That was kind of cool. I like guns with those easily trackable pellets, so you can watch chain reaction. The Becca's pretty good for that. So you see some of those pellets go up the sky. That's a grenade. I don't like this guy up here. I'm going to take care of him first, and then I'll move on to all these dudes. I should watch my ammo here. I didn't realize phase lock was still active there. I think she's down now. Is she? No, she isn't. Where is she? No, she's up there. So she is going to be difficult. And unfortunately, she's got a decent shield. So I'm gonna save my grenades. I'm gonna run back here under cover. Get rid of that barrel. And I'm gonna chuck some quasars. Alright, so she's over here now. There we go. That should do. Yep, and down goes Sheriff. You know, not the best long range gun, but you know, it works. Let's see, I'm gonna pull that guy in, just chain reaction the hell out of these guys. And this guy snuck in behind me like a jerk face. And there I go wasting some ammo, but that's okay, I got plenty. Which I think also backs up my point. 2 blues is always kind of nice. Backs up my point of taking the Jacob's grip, just doing that more damage per pellet. And with chain reaction and the splash damage and all that stuff put together, just get a lot more out of it, and I don't run into ammo issues. I mean, you can see how healthy my ammo stock is right now. Although I'm going to try to Omen in here. Just seem to clear that room pretty well, so maybe I'll use the Omen upstairs again. See if we can get some comparisons to that. Like, I do like the Omen. I think it's a really good shotgun. It's a little bit harder to get the full potential out of it than the Blockhead. And I don't know how much better the potential is. Let me go into a menu on an elevator, because that's a great idea. So, you have that higher damage, but you have 2 less pellets. You know, the basic Omen is showing more damage. I'd have to kind of add up that math to see how much more. But in practice, the Blockhead just kills faster. And I think it's partly because you just land more pellets. I'm going to pull this guy where I want him. A lot of good guns in here. And it's not like the Omen's struggling at all here. The Omen's wrecking. It's really good. You see it just rip that guy apart. Should be another guy here. Oh. Pff. Yeah, that's a joke. I'll just chuck it out there. So I can have a fresh mag for this last enemy. I wonder if I can blow up the station down there with the Omen or the Blockhead. I didn't need that last shot. Alright, let's see if we can do some cool things, because these do have splash damage. Alright, let's see if I can bounce a Blockhead in there. I don't think I'm going to get that. Let's see if I did. Nope. It was worth a try. It was kind of fun. That should have done it. So, let's check this. I always wanted to really like the Matriarch comms, but they're just not quite there. And the Meg and Max Health, they could make it like a decent like hybrid nurse comm, but they just don't really. I don't know, maybe I should play with that more and try to figure out a build with them. The Matriarch and the Warders, those are comms I always kind of liked. Because the Warders could just make your shield ridiculously big. But in the end, the DPS comms usually win. So anyways, that's off topic. Yeah, so both of these guns are absolutely fantastic. With the Blockhead, I think, edges ahead of just incredibly a top-tier shotgun. But the Omen is damn good in its own right, and if you can get good with it, you might be able to pass up the Blockhead slightly, but I don't know by how much. The Octo just doesn't have the splash damage, so it's not going to keep up with those two guns. It's not a bad shotgun, especially because it's a mission reward. It's a blue. It's very good. I don't know if they made it better in the pre-sequel. It seemed like that, or maybe it's just Athena's ridiculous synergy with a gun like that. I mean, one pellet for 12 bullets, plus any shock damage, plus the reload. You could stack Maelstrom pretty nice with an Octo in a really ammo efficient way as well. So maybe it was just Athena that made it seem better than it really was. God, I can't imagine Athena with a Blockhead. That would be broken as fuck. So, I mean, that's 22 per shot at least. Anyways, neither here nor there. Thank you for watching once again. Let me know what you think of these guns. And I will see you all later in the Bandit videos coming up for Bandit Shotguns at the end of Shotguns. And also, if you're watching this, let me know what you would like to see next after Shotguns. I can move into pistols or SMGs. I'm probably going to save launchers till last because I'm just not big on launchers. I don't think I'm missing anything, so it's pistols, SMGs, and launchers left. So let me know, pistols or SMGs, what you would like to see next. And I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.